Alrighty, what's up, you motherfuckers and scumbags? Peter Gilmore here, once again, for your 2 for Wednesday with video number 2. Right here, once again, here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button in my pants, down in the description box below. And as always, from me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet and tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And that's pretty much what you gotta do. So, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. If you're not getting notified, unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again, and hopefully Susan and her team of douchebag monkeys will send my videos out to you. And if you're still not getting it, then blame her and just search my name and search my channels. And then you can go to my video section, my shorts section, or my live section and get the latest video that is up. And all that good shit. And that's pretty much it. But most importantly, subscribe. That's pretty much it. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm gonna be going to bed after this. Probably going to bed after I do this video and edit it up a little bit. So I got a half day of work tomorrow, and I gotta go to physical therapy tomorrow because Friday I got a doctor appointment. So we got all that to do, and then we got the weekend. Should be a pretty good weekend. It's gotta get colder, a little bit colder here in the Northeast. It's raining right now. It's supposed to end by noon tomorrow. Then it's going to start getting colder. So this weekend's going to be a little bit chilly. So our little taste of spring goes bye-bye. Until probably March. But we'll see. But it should be a good weekend. The final week of the NFL, Week 18 in the league where they play. For pay. Little interesting stuff this week with the playoffs coming up next weekend. That the seeding is going to now be determined by winning percentage, which I think is stupid, but okay. So that kind of throws a wrench into the Niners' number 1 seed chances if they win against Arizona, which I think they should win. And if the Eagles lose to the Giants, I don't know how that's going to work, but I mean, it's going to be a confusing day in the NFL this coming Sunday. We're going to the playoffs and where the Niners will play. If they get the 1 seed, they get the bye and home field. If not, then they're going to be playing at home against the number 7 seed, which could be the Packers, the Seahawks, or the Lions. So got that, and then they're going to play 3 straight road games if they get past the first round, which they think they should. See what happens with that. And then probably the NFC title game will be on the road, and then the Super Bowl will be on the road, and they will not be hosting. They'll be the visiting team in LA. It's not in LA. Where is the Super Bowl this year? I think it's in Arizona. But we'll have to see what happens with all that. And when we get there. That's all it is. That's all I gotta say about that. New Year's Dash is supposed to be later this morning. I am not going to stay up and watch that. No. I stayed up till after 6 o'clock in the morning watching Issa's watch along and everything with the missus, and then she couldn't even stay up to watch the entire thing. She went to bed like at 5 o'clock, and then I was like, I'm gonna try to watch the rest of it, and I was getting sleepy, so I was like, I'm tagging out. I went to bed at 6 o'clock, and then me and I had to get up early for work after that, so I had like a 2-3 hour nap, and then I got up, did my job, did what I had to do, and that's pretty much it. Then I went to take a nap. Well, I did my Wrestle Kingdom review. Then I took a nap. Then and then which I did my Wrestle Kingdom review, which went into a little bit of Dynamite. So and then I watched Dynamite, and then I took a little power nap, and then I had my sensible dinner, and then now I'm here, and then I'm gonna do this video, and then go to bed because I got a half day of work tomorrow. Because I got physical therapy in the early afternoon, and then I'm gonna come back. I got to do some chores, and then yeah, I got really nothing else to do tomorrow. But it is what it is. But actually tomorrow night we got the Rant and Rave podcast with Jordan and Brandon and company. Just want to throw that out there. Also, my good friend Bio. Oh, you said did I say good friend? Oh, I thought you had no friends. I thought Bio wasn't your friend anymore. Well, interesting thing happened tonight. Bio somehow out of the blue messaged me on my PG Rants channel and my Killer Demons channel on one of my old community posts saying that he's sorry for blocking me and everything and what happened in the past, and so Bio unblocked me from my social media accounts, which is great. We talked earlier tonight in private on Facebook Messenger. So we're back to being civil people now. And he's gonna stream tomorrow night. I'm gonna hopefully try to be there. I doubt I'll go. I'll probably be just in the chat. I don't think I want to go on the panel because I don't want to get attacked. No, depending on who's in the panel, because it could be, people I don't like. So, but I mean, Bio wants to let bygones be bygones, and I'm like, okay, fine. At least you were a man and apologize to me because you heard some things from other people that have no proof of things. And see, when you know the truth, then that's what happened. So big ups to Bio and his I'll be on his probably I might watch a little bit of it. I'm not gonna watch all of it, obviously, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow night. But yeah, just a little plug for Bio on his other channel. We got that. So I'll just say hi and then just listen. I really don't have much to say. But like I said, if Bio wants me on the panel, I really don't want to go on because I'm kind of like, I mean, what am I going to say? I don't want to go on and then like other people that still have hatred for me, like Chase or Chayton or whatever. I don't want to go on and then get blasted by like 60 people and it's just a setup thing. But, I mean, if this is genuine from Bio and he wants to be friends again, then that's fine. If he wants to do his own thing, that's great. I already told him I'm going to do my own thing. I'll support you and everything, but as far as like panels and shit go, no. I mean, I'll support your channel. I'll shout you out every once in a while. I haven't blocked you, so most of the people I haven't blocked, like, Chase, I don't think I blocked. Everybody else that I threw on the bus, I really didn't block. Lauren, I didn't even block. Even she knows I got freaking upset up. I wish he would tell, Prince Idol, but, he's doing his own thing with that other guy. Who cares about that? But yeah, there are other people. Eric did a video, saying he won't mention my name on his channel anymore. I mean, he says he forgives me, but he doesn't want to have anything to deal with me, and that's fine and dandy. Just do your channel, do your video, your game shows, and just have a good 2023. But that's all I gotta say about that to Eric. And to if other people finally see the light come 2023, they message me out of the blue. We'll talk in private, but I don't want to talk on panel about this whole situation that happened a few months ago. So I just want to move on from all that shit. And yes, that's all I gotta say about that. So all those other people, I mean, eventually in like 6 to 12 months, maybe by 2024, 2025, you see the light. You out of the blue, you just message me and you're just like, oh, I'm sorry for this. No, I unblocked you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's great. That's great. Just do your own thing and I'll do my own thing. But I saw always like, oh, can you come up in panel? I want to talk on a panel and this and that about what happened. I'm like, I don't really want to talk about that on a panel. Let's just do that in private. Because those people still have a hatred for me, whether it be Chase Chayton and Nick or whatever. I don't care. If they still do, then that's their own business, But, I mean, they still have a hatred for me. I personally don't care. Just go about your merry way. I have no time to get into petty arguments, whether it be on a panel or whatever. I have no time for that shit with those certain people. So, but the bio, you're a good friend, sir. You're a good man. It takes a good man to know from his mistakes and learn from it, rise above and move on, and choose your friends wisely. With certain people that he was with, turned their back on him, blocked him out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Then he blocked other people that he's friends with for no apparent reason. And they spread lies about whether it be me or somebody else. So when somebody says something about me, you come to the source, me. And I'll tell you straight up, whether it be, I don't tell you everything, but I tell you some things, and I say it's not true, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's all I can say about that. But, yeah, big ups to bio, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, enough about that bullshit, whatever it was. All right, hope you had a great Wednesday, because it's Wednesday night, or Wednesday late night, and you know what that means. It's time for video number 2 on the evening. Check out my Wrestle Kingdom review down below in the gobbledygook. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. That's all I got to say about that. All right, it's after midnight, so it's now Thursday, like early, not even late, early Thursday. Excuse me. I've been fatting all day. God damn it, my stomach's in knots. I don't know what I ate, but it is what it is. My leg pain kind of went away, but I still got to go to physical therapy tomorrow to stretch it out a little bit more. So we'll be back to close to 100% by the weekend. I got to do some more chores. I got to go shopping with the missus. I got to probably hang out with my parents on Sunday for I don't know, depending if the Niners are playing on TV, maybe I'll go have a Sunday dinner with the folks. Let's have a good old time, and then come home, and then go start a new work week. And that's pretty much it. As we about to get into the end of the first week of 2023. So there we go. As of this recording, 360 days until the end, until 2024. Got a long way to go. Long way. but we'll get there eventually. Anyway, let's move on. All right, so video number 2 on this late Wednesday night, January the 4th, 2023, or if you're watching on the replay, it is January the 5th, 2023, right here on the Peter Gilmore channel. As always, my name is Peter Gilmore, your undefeated, undisputed God of Extreme, and your 2023 Deathmatch champion. So I can't be beat. And, yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. And if you don't like it, well, you get this. But I digress on that. Anyway, on video number 2, it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite! Yeah! Your Dynamite review for January the 4th, 2023, from the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. For the very first time, AEW makes their Seattle debut, and we got all that. And they're gonna make their Portland, Oregon debut this Friday on a back-to-back live Rampage. Rampage is live at 10, and then Battle of the Belts 5 right after that at 11 o'clock. So we got a long night of wrestling. And you thought Tuesday into Wednesday morning was long? Got live SmackDown from Memphis, Tennessee at 8 o'clock on Fox. Then at 10, Rampage live and Battle of Belts live from Portland from 10 to 12. So that's going to be a long time to do some watch-alongs. As far as the review goes, I would do my SmackDown. I'll probably do a humongous review probably Saturday. So I'll do SmackDown, then get into Rampage, and then get right into Battle of the Belts. So we'll see what happens with that. I want to get them all into one big video and then do that, so I don't have to do it Sunday because I'll be out Sunday and I won't come home until late Sunday night. I don't want to do it late Sunday night. So hopefully sometime Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, you get a big, fat, juicy SmackDown Rampage Battle of the Belts review. So stay tuned and hit that bell. That'll be on my Killer Demons channel. But right now, we have this review. So from the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington, got a pretty good Dynamite tonight. Some pretty damn good segments. The main event was Samoa Joe defending the TNT title against the hometown boy, well, one of the hometown boys, Darby Allin. How you doing? With my 175 pounds, I get hurt, but I don't feel it. And also another hometown boy, Bryan Danielson. Yes! Is in action against Tony Nese. And had a pretty damn good segment promo off with MJF that gets a little bit interesting. Also heard from Paige, with Saraya Knight, and she revealed who her partner is going to be next week in LA at the Forum against Jamie Hayter and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. And it wasn't who you thought it was, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And that's it. All right, so our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Taz, Red Hook brother. Oh, sorry. And the very, very evil, very dangerous legendary announcer himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. All right, new year. We got a new set. Looked perfect. Looked like an old school WWE set. So kind of had that WWE feel to it. Big stage. Nice. ramp down the aisleway. Graphics look pretty good. Production, it looked better, much better than last year. Now they got that new global media guy from WWE, and I think the production's gonna look way better, hopefully. But I like the set. I like the graphics. I hate the theme. They really got to change their theme, but we'll have to see what happens with that. So I think Rampage is getting their own set as well, because they take Dark with the same theme as Dynamite tonight, so got that. So, but it looks pretty good. So we'll see what Rampage and Rampage's set looks like. If it's gonna look the same as Dynamite, I'm not sure. Well, we got all that. All right, so we get the opening. We got the pyro. We are live from Seattle with a remix of the Dynamite theme song, which I think is stupid. So, I mean, it's nothing great, but the set looks pretty damn good. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so after that, we hear the music of the Jericho Appreciation Society, and out first comes Le Champion, the Wizard, Chris Jericho, along with 2.0, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. And do you want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? I mean, if you watch Kyrie and Tom Nakano's match, and then Sasha coming out, that made Daddy Gilmore's dick hard. But I digress. Anyway. Alright, so they come out, the fans like, Judas in my mind! So he comes out, and he's going to be taking on Absolute Ricky Starks. So do that. Alright, so it was a pretty good match to start off. Starts off with a feeling out process. Not like that. If you want to have the feeling out process, do that in your own time. You know what? I know a lot of people like to do a feeling out process for themselves. Not going to name any names. But I digress. Anyway. So we get a feeling out process. Ricky slaps Chris Jericho right in the face. And then starts pounding away in the corner. Ricky does a rather lengthy old school, but gets knocked to the apron, little shades of The Undertaker. The Phenom, the goat of all goats. It's not Jericho. Sorry. The goat of all goats is and always will be The Undertaker. Alright, now we get the triangle dropkick gets broken up. And then Jericho suplexes Ricky off the apron. Ow! As we go to break, we come back. Ricky hits a running clothesline for a double down. Then he gets up and grabs a sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. Jericho tries for the code breaker, gets blocked. Ricky hits a super kick for a near fall. Jericho comes right back with the walls of Jericho. So Ricky has to get to the ropes. And then Parker goes from the other side of the ring to distract the referee. I think it was Bryce. Yeah, I think it was Bryce. And as Starks gets to the ropes, Daddy Matt Maynard takes Floyd the Bat, smacks Ricky in the face, knocking him out momentarily. Oh no, it's Aubrey Edwards, I'm sorry. So Aubrey does the, she sees that he's out. I was like, why don't you just call the match? So she picks up Ricky's arm, plump, 1, 2. It drops a third time, but his hand was like this, like a fist, like dropped to the arm. Like, I didn't know about rock. So Ricky fights back to his feet. Jericho tries for a running, I don't know if it was a clothesline or whatever it was, but he gets caught in a tornado DDT. And then 2.0 get on the apron. Ricky knocks both of them off in succession. Then he runs the ropes and hits the spear on Jericho. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks picks up the win in under 13 minutes. Match was pretty good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. So Ricky gets a win over the former Ring of Honor and AEW heavyweight champion. There you go. So we got that. All right, so I get a 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, as always, we got the big beatdown on Ricky, Jericho, 2.0, and then Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. They comes out. Jake Hager with that stupid fucking grimace hat comes out for a big, basically like a 5-on-1 beatdown. Ty Conti and Anna Jay come out just to look good. And then Action Andretti comes out to make the save, and we see like he has like a big orange thing from the fireball attack on his I think it was on his left eye. He comes out with a chair, does his damage, but then Anna Jay and Ty Mello come in the ring. He ain't gonna hit a woman, and Anna Jay hits Action Andretti in the nuts. And with a low blow in the nuts. And then we get another beatdown on him. And then while that's going on, they pick up Ricky Starks, 2.0, pull out a table at ringside. They set it up, and basically they do the Shield style powerbomb through the table. Jake Hager puts Ricky through the table, off the apron through the table at ringside, laying him out. And that's pretty much it. So we'll have to see what happens on Rampage or next week on Dynamite from LA. I could probably see maybe a tag team match coming out of this, or maybe some singles matches, but we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. All right, after that, we got Tony Baloney in the ring, and he introduces his guest, Hangman Adam Page, and he comes out and is about to do some cowboy shit. So the Hangman gives us an update on his medical condition. So he says, "Can't give you good news that I'm cleared, but if then he brings up next week in LA and says that if I can pass one more brain scan before next week, and I can fight Moxley. I can get cleared and fight Moxley next week. So we'll have to find out by Rampage or Battle of the Belts if Hangman Adam Page can get cleared, and this match will be official next Wednesday night on the program from LA. So then on cue, John Moxley comes out. He wants the righty, the vile thing. Give me Vaughn. Rick Vaughn? Yeah, I think he's due. Let me tell you something, Vaughn. I got one thing to say to you. Strike this motherfucker out! That's a good movie. Major League 1 is great. Major League 2? Not so much. But I digress. Anyway, so Moxley comes out and gets on a mic, even though he had a little bit of mic problems already. A new year, new production. They can't even get good mics. Tony? Anyway, so Moxley says he's tired of the candlelight vigil for the Hangman. He also seems sick of thinking that this mic isn't on. And then we hear like, Seattle, yay! So he has one mic, and he's like going on. He's like kind of crackling and going on and off. He gets the other mic. Good. Oh, it's good. Goes back on. Oh, it's good. And he's like, fuck! And we actually hear him actually say, fuck. Boy, CBS is gonna be mad. I mean, Rick Ross dropping the MF bomb about a week or so ago. Now Moxley dropping F bombs. Oh shit. And then Moxley gets the mic to actually work. He goes, "Let's go Seacocks." And it was like, "Yay!" Okay, back on track. Yeah, anything to get that pop from Seattle. Well, Seattle's got the Rams this week, so they have to win, and I think they have to have the Packers and possibly the Lions to lose. The Lions are playing the Packers. No, yeah, the Lions are playing the Packers. Minnesota's playing the Bears. So, I mean, we'll see if the Lions can upset the Packers, get them out of the playoffs and the 7th seed, and probably going to be. I mean, if it's the Lions and the Seacocks tied for the number 7 seed, I think it comes to either not head to head. I think it comes to winning percentage. Which I don't, which I mean, the same record, I would assume, but I think it's going to come to like tiebreakers and stuff. And I think the Seacocks will get that number 7 seed. But you better hope you don't play the Niners. You know what happened twice this season at Santa Clara and in that shithole in Seattle. Both games were good though, but I'll give you that. But if the way that the Niners are playing right now, 9 in a row, most likely win this week against Arizona. Hopefully Kyle doesn't rest most of the starters. I think he will, but I mean, so probably see Brock Purdy, Bosa will probably play a little bit. McCaffrey will probably play maybe a quarter to maybe a half, and then they'll bring in Josh Johnson for the second half and hopefully not fuck it up. I mean, the Cardinals are all banged up as it is, so. And then their quarterback is Baker Mayfield, I believe. And he stinks, so. So it's going to be an interesting game. You know, I think the Niners should play the Stars for one half. They get up to like a big 21-28 nothing lead. Then you rest them for the rest of the game. Unless it gets really dicey, but I think Kyle really doesn't care about the number 1 seed. Really, he should go for the jugular, Kyle. Do it! Go for the jugular, get that number 1 seed. Because really, I don't want to play, you know, possibly 3 road games. I want that number 1 seed to get the bye next weekend. And then we play 3 home games. Because the Super Bowl will be, they get to the Super Bowl, they will host the Super Bowl. They will be the home team. Even though it's in Arizona. Figure that one out. Which is basically, I don't know, Levi Stadium 2. But it is what it is. Even SoFi Stadium is basically, Levi Stadium South. But wherever the Niners go, the fans will go. So, see what happens with that. So Moxley gets a nice little pop for like, let's go Seahawks. Seahawks! But it is what it is. All right, so back on track. Adam Page talks about being knocked out by everyone from his enemies to his best friends. Yeah, remember that? By the Bucks and the Elite. Anyway, Page says Moxley's been making jokes about everything and thinks it's because he's scared. That's why I'm here right now, and he has 2 in the chamber from Moxley. Moxley's like, that doesn't work for me. He says Page doesn't belong in the ring with him, and next week he'll make sure Page doesn't get back up. It is what it is. And that's that. I think Hangman Adam Page with the weirdest line of the night. I'm gonna what do you say? I'm gonna put your dick in the dirt. That's nasty. But I think he was a little bit flustered during the promo, and then he meant to say something else in the dirt. I don't know. But it is what it is. So I got that. So all in all, pretty good promo from the Hangman and Moxley. Hopefully, Adam Page will get cleared by the weekend, and we can have this match. It's not even going to be a match. It's going to be a fight on Wednesday Night Dynamite from LA. And we'll see what happens with that. That's also Issa's birthday. So, we'll be celebrating the beautiful, vivacious, hot demon diva herself, Issa's birthday. Should we turning? I don't know. I don't know how she is. A woman doesn't usually give out her age. She just lies to guys, so you know. So when they sleep, when you sleep with them, you think you're banging a 20-year-old chick, and then next thing you know, you're in a slammer because you're, you know, I'm not 20, I'm really 15. You gotta watch out, guys. But the way that Issa looks, she's like in her 30s or 40s. No offense, Issa, I'm sorry. But she is amazing. She looks great. She looks great for whatever age she is. She looks amazingly great. I mean, Rosa looks good for her age, whether you like it or not. I look good for my age. I'm 46, but I look like I'm 30. But it is what it is. I mean, sometimes I go wherever I go to a store, I go to a club or anything. I give him my ID. He's like, "Are you sure you're 45?" I go, look at the. It's like, duh, dude. Look at my birth date, 76. Do the math. I haven't aged since I got that my driver's license. I haven't aged. Putting that much, but they still look damn good. But yeah, sometimes I get stopped. It's like, you really, how old are you? I go, 45, 46. I go, damn, you don't look 45. I'm like, if I had a nickel, if I had a dollar for every time that I got stopped and told and said that I looked so-and-so age, I'd be a millionaire right now. I wouldn't be living in New York. Probably living on a private island somewhere. It's like you go to those amusement parks, and sometimes you see those, guess my age for $5. Guess my age. If I did that at an amusement park, I'd probably be rich. Holy crap. But, you know, some people will get it, some people won't. You know, you have to clickbait them a little bit. Do a little bit of shave. You look good. It's like, hey, what's my age? What do you think? 25. Next. 27. $5, please. Get out of here. Do an 8-hour shift. Have like a couple hundred people. I'll be making some serious bank for one day. Couple hundred hours. You know? What is this 18-year-old doing here? I'm not 18. Do I look 18, sir? But we move on from there. All right. Blah, 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 blah. MT blah. Blah, blah, tala blah. All right, we move on. All right, so Hangman Adam Page and Moxley hopefully going to have a big fight on Wednesday night in LA. And we got that. All right, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on Samoa Joe, the TNT and Ring of Honor television champion. He's ready to fight and beat Darby Allin in his hometown. So we got that. Excuse me. All right, after that, we go right to match number 2 for the AEW tag team titles. We had Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, J-E-F-J-A-R-E-T-T, Jeff Jarrett, along with Satnam Singh and the original player from the Himalaya, Sanjay Dutt, as they take on the Acclaimed Max Caster, Anthony Bowen, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. So the Acclaimed come out. Max Caster, you knew he was gonna really rip into Jeff Jarrett, and what Jeff Jarrett said on his podcast, that he's gonna give Max Caster some, legit receipts for what he said about his wife Karen, and then Karen just went off the freaking. She lost it and started talking about Kurt Angle, and Kelly's involved in the tweet, and other people are involved in the tweet, and Kurt Angle's like, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. So Max comes out and raps about how Jarrett is going to blame the loss on Dick Cicada, honey. I was like, oh, shit. Wow. Then he mentioned Skip Bayless. Well, Skip Bayless is a bitch anyway. And Shannon Sharp really ripped him a new asshole for his stupid fucking tweet after the whole Damar Hamlin situation. You are a stupid fuck, Skip Bayless. You Cowboy fan not even wannabe. You Dallas Cowboy simp. Go suck on Jerry Jones' old wrinkled cock for all I care. You piece of shit. Nothing really new on the Damar Hamlin front. I haven't heard anything today, so. But as last check, he was still in a coma. And it's still in critical condition. So hopefully we'll get some good news coming out about Damar Hamlin, that he's out of the coma, he can breathe on his own. There was I think it was a GoFundMe made for him, and already it passed it was a 2,500 goal, and that was surpassed by millions. And I think Tom Brady gave some money. It's Tom Brady. Other teams were talking about it. The Niners didn't really talk much about it in the team meeting, but there was they were talking about it, but in different groups. So it is what it is. So this weekend's gonna be really hard to watch, because everybody's gonna be thinking about Damar Hamlin. But gotta have a football game here. We got the playoffs coming up. People want to get into the playoffs, and want seeding and everything. Let's get to the playoffs and just go all the way to the Super Bowl. And just have fun. Let's go back on the field and have some fun. That's all I gotta say about that. So Max Caster mentions Dick Cicada because TNA means total non-stop acclaimed. That was nice. They also mentioned Andrew Tate. That guy's an idiot too. But it is what it is. Then they get in the ring, and it's scissor time. Scissor me, mommy ass! And it is what it is. For all you ladies out there, scissor me. We can scissor anytime. But it is what it is. Anyway, Billy Gunn, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh are at ringside. Caster jumps over Lethal to start, kicks him a few times. Then a running Famouser from behind drops Lethal. And then Anthony Bowens hits Scissor Me Timbers on Lethal again. And then they're about to Scissor Me Daddy Ass! No, scissor each other, whatever. Jeff Jarrett tries to come in and break it up, but he gets hit with Scissor Me Timbers for his troubles, as the fans are going completely nuts. Get back up. Lethal slides outside to slap Billy Gunn right in the face, which is enough to draw him inside, and then the referee's like, "You're out of here!" So he leaves. As we go to break, we come back. Jay Lethal grabs a 1905 chinlock on Anthony Bowens. Then he takes him down, goes up top, goes for Oh, yeah, hail to the king, Macho Man, Randy Savage, chopping the elbows down from heaven, like I only could, right, Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. Oh, yeah, freak out, Doc Machismo. So he goes up for that, and he missed. And then Bones hit some suplexes. He gets the hot tag to Max Caster, who cleans house, including a dive to Lethal on the floor. Did a big high cross body, almost like Ricky Steamboat. Gets a near fall on G Lethal as Jeff Jarrett made a save. And then Caster gets shoved off the top rope. Ow. And then Anthony Bones gets locked in the woo figure 4 leg lock. And then I think Bones is trying to get to the ropes. And then we see Satnam Singh and Sanjay Dutt get caught as Bones was trying for the ropes, and they were like messing with the ropes a little bit. And they got caught by the referee. The referee's like, "You are out of here." And then like 6 referees come out and try to get them to go to the back. And that distraction led to Lethal letting go of Bowen's leg. Jeff Jarrett's like, "Oh, we don't know what's going on. What's going on here?" Jarrett hits the stroke right into the ropes. And Lethal makes the cover. And right into the ropes. And you know there was going to probably be Anthony Bones who's going to put his foot on the rope. So Lethal makes the cover. 1, 2, we see Bowens put his leg on the rope, and then Sanjay Dutt just shoves it off right at the 3 count. So the referee comes in after dealing with them, and he slides back in the ring. 1, 2, 3. We have new AEW Tag Team Champions, or so we thought. And everybody's like, "No!" And then Aubrey Edwards, thank the Lord for Aubrey Edwards, she says, "No, no, no. No, no, no." Foot was on the rope. Restart the match. So the match continues as Dasha, what's her name? Dasha Gonzalez, Dasha Fuentes, whatever her name is. Dasha, who's taking over for Justin Roberts, who's back home because his mom's a little bit sick. That's not so good. So my prayers go out to Justin Roberts and his family and his mom. Hopefully she gets better. But sadly, we had to hear during the night. We had to hear the sad news that Dustin Rhodes, his mom, who was dealing with a really bad sickness, she passed away tonight. I don't know what age, but sadly, Dustin Rhodes lost his mom. So my condolences go out to Dustin Rhodes and the Rhodes family, Cody, obviously, Brandy, and the entire Rhodes family. Loss of Dustin's mom. I think it's Cody's mom too. I'm not sure, but yeah, it has to be Dustin's mom. So, but it is what it is. So my heart, and my thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to Dustin Rhodes and his family for the loss of his mom. And that's pretty much it. May she rest in peace. All right, so Dasha Gonzalez announces that the match will continue, and then amidst all that chaos, Bowens rolls Lethal up after, I think Lethal was trying to roll up Bowens, and then Bowens reversed it into his own roll up with, like a stacked roll up. 1, 2, 3. The Acclaimed retained the titles. They really never lost at 12 minutes. So kind of a crazy ending to a crazy match. And I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. And then this Friday night on Battle of the Belts, we got a rematch, and it's going to be a no holds barred match for the titles. So we shall see what happens with that on Friday night. And we'll move on from there. All right, so 3 out of 5 stars for that. All right, then we go to, once again, Tony Baloney this time with a sit-down interview with Jamie Hayter, the AEW Women's World Champion, and Tony's basically girlfriend. I mean, if they're not fucking, I mean, come on, they're best friends. Best friends, my ass. Tony Khan. Tony Baloney is fucking Britt Baker behind Adam Cole's back. You know what's going on. You can't be best friends with a woman as hot as that. And for like, I have a 5-year friendship. Yeah, but you had moments where you want to fuck her. Come on. Come on. Come on! I mean, I'm friends with Issa. I mean, I want to bang her? Hell yeah, I would if I was single. But I'm not, so. But me and Issa are good friends, and that's how it's going to remain. If we ever met up, we'll just go out for a couple of drinks, some pizza or something like that. We'll just hang out for the day or for the night or whatever. That's it. Go home. Go home. Get a huggy hug. Maybe a smoochie on the cheek, and then I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm not gonna get caught. If I go with Issa to a bar and she gets plastered drunk, I'm like, well, I'll take you to your apartment, but I'm out of here. I'm not staying the night. Get out of here. Then get the business from the woman. Like, why did you home so late? Why'd you home? Why didn't you call me? Well, I had to take Issa home. She was drunk. What do you want me to do? You didn't bang her, did you? No. Anyway, we move on. All right, so we got a sit-down interview with Tony Baloney with Dr. Britt Baker. Say it with me now. DMD. Baby. Speaking of that, I returned to Adam Cole Baby's Twitch channel today. Good stuff. So anyway, Britt Baker Baby and Jamie Hayter sit down with Tony Baloney. They're not worried about whoever Saraya Knight Page has as her partner next week because they are AEW originals. And then Britt's like, how does Saraya not know who her partner is yet? So Britt's like, doesn't matter who her partner is because I'm the pillar and Jamie is the killer. Nice line. She also mentioned, what did she say? I think she says another line about Jamie and oh no, she said Jamie's the champ and I'm the boss. Did she say the boss? And Mercedes Renato or Mercedes Moné possibly will be Saraya Knight's partner next week. Because per wrestlingnews.co tonight on Twitter, AEW has signed Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné to a contract. Now, I don't know if it's a pay-per-appearance or it's an actual contract and how many years, but I think next week we will see the debut of Mercedes Moné. Probably at the 9:30 death slot. But it's in LA, and how Sasha loves LA. Don't we all love LA? Randy Newman. I love LA. We love it. I got good friends in LA. Got a bestie in LA, actually. But it is what it is. Anyway, move on. So that was great. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the back. We have Jungle Man Jack Perry. He's all ready for the firm. That's Lee Moriarty and Big Cass. And he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. So he's ready for them, and he's like, next week, I'm not alone. And then we see 7 foot man. Get in here, Hook. Hook comes in, and they stare down the camera, and that's it. So I think that match is going to be on Rampage this Friday night. So it's Lee Moriarty and Big Cass, or what's his name? The Big W, whatever the hell his name is now. William Morrissey. They're going to be taking on Hook and Jungle Man Jack Perry. So we got that. So I get that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get to our next match. We have the hometown boy, Mr. Bryan Danielson. Yes! 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 And he comes out. The crowd went completely berserk. I mean, it felt like I was like, is this WrestleMania? Holy shit. The crowd was like going berserk for Bryan. So anyway, he comes out and he fights the premier athlete Tony Nese with Josh the Goods Woods and Smart Mark Sterling at ringside. So this was it was an okay match. Lasted almost 3.5 minutes. Did I say 3.5? But anyway, the fans are going nuts, and Tony's like, "Shut up!" So we get the distraction, I think, by Mark Sterling, which lets Tony Nese take Bryan into the corner for a running Nese, and gets a nil out of that. Bryan fires off the kicks of doom in the corner, sets up the yes kicks, and he goes for the big roundhouse kick, and as always, he misses or he gets blocked. Doesn't always hit it. Tony hits a not-so-great-looking buckle bomb. Ugh. But misses the running Nese in the corner this time. And then Bryan hits the Busaiku kick, the knee plus, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Knocks Tony Nese completely 360. And then Danielson grabs him and stomps the living crap out of him to the point where Tony Nese was unconscious, knocked him out. And for good measure, Bryan locks him in the legal stretch. And then the referee's like, that's it. It's over. So Bryan Danielson gets a pretty squash match looking win. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. We didn't get all that. Fans still completely went nuts. And then after that segment of the night, Danielson gets on the mic, says, "I'm glad to be home." And then he brags about MJF a little bit, and he's like, "Maxwell, get your ass out here!" So on cue, MJF comes out in a stupid looking shirt, whatever it is, the AEW heavyweight champion. He comes out and says, "I'm not coming out here and wrestle you right now. I don't care about wrestling like this, but doesn't think much of you, of Danielson anyway." Then he's like, if Lance Storm and Dean Malenko could have sex and procreate, it would still be more interesting than him. Oh, shit. And then even worse, MJF starts mocking Danielson's mom having relations with a goat. Meh! And then Danielson's like, "I've heard MJF's mom has had enough male suitors to fill this entire arena." Ah! Holy shit, mom jokes. Some of them are good. You know, my mom jokes are better than yours, but it is what it is. And MJF's like, "That's not funny." Well, we don't know where your mom has been there, Maxwell. I mean, she gave birth to you, but who was really the father? Maybe she banged a guy that had a small dick. That's why you have a micro penis. I don't know. Anyway, MJ says, "Marks like these have anointed Danielson, but people like Disco Inferno, Eric Bischoff, and the smartest man of them all, my #1 fan, Jim Cornette, corny." I'm like, really, Max? Really? Can I see some proof, please, of that? Glenn Gilberti, of all people, praising you? Well, he is kind of a douchebag. Glenn Gilberti, disco fever, disco fever. Shut the fuck up! That's why DDP and a whole bunch of other wrestlers hate this fucking guy. Because he's a fucking douchebag. And he was a horrible wrestler in WCW. Horrible. But I digress. Bischoff probably would say something like that. And Jim Cornette, well, he's a flip-flopper. We all know that. They all put him over. So Daniels is like, I want to fight you right now. And he's about to go out the ring, and MJF then backs away, goes all the way to the freaking new look announce table, which looks pretty damn nice, by the way. And MJF says, Brian, you have to become #1 contender because the rankings reset. Blah, blah, blah. Then the fans are like, shut the fuck up! And then MJF's like, no! I would not shut up. Don't go up. Prices due. Take my advice and shut up too. But anyway, MJF then says, I talked to Tony Khan, who said that you had to win a match every week for the next 5 weeks up to February the 8th. And if you win all those matches, I'll give you a title shot at Revolution. So Daniels is like, no. I'm going to wrestle. It's like, no. It's like, I think he says, Max, you'll just wrestle when you want. Actually, I'll wrestle when I want. Become #1 contender to your belt. And I'm going to win when I feel like it. And then MJ gets really fucking pissed. Promises to have Mark Sterling get involved in this whole thing and file a lawsuit. And then Brian's like, Mark Sterling is a horrible lawyer. And he's like, when I win this gauntlet thing, I'm going to add my own stipulation on my own. And he talks about, it could be anything I want, but I'm going to expose you. I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to show how you can't last long in the ring and this and that. So he says, let's have a 1 hour Iron Man match, a 60-minute Iron Man match. So everyone's like, yeah, do it. And then we hear Tony Baloney go, do it, dumbass, do it. Damn, Tony Baloney does not like MJF. I don't blame him. So anyway, so MJ's like, he's like looking around, he's like, you know what, Brian? You know what? You're on. But he says that Brian still has to win 5 matches in a row up till February 8th to get the title shot at Revolution. Brian says MJ doesn't have what it takes and promises to run the gauntlet and win the belt. But we'll see what happens with that. I think he will win this gauntlet, and then they'll set up the match for Revolution. I would not be surprised if Brian wins the belt, has a short run with the title, and maybe loses around Double or Nothing time. Probably win it in March, lose it in May at Double or Nothing 5. It's back to MJF, and then MJF probably hold the belt all the way to the end of the year before his contract officially ends. But we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, should be good. And the first match that Brian has to take is this Wednesday night next Wednesday night from LA. He will be taking on Konosuke Takeshita or Takeshita. So that should be a banger of a match. That's gonna be a great match on next Wednesday night on the program. And we'll move on from there. So that's that. So that segment, I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Great. Can't wait for the next 5 weeks on how this is going to play out. And if it does happen at Revolution, a 60-minute Iron Man match, that better probably be starting at 10 o'clock. Or the way that Tony Khan goes, probably at 11 o'clock. So I think, it's going to be at least a 4-hour pay-per-view Revolution, which really shouldn't. Should be like a 3.5 hour at most pay-per-view. Then you do Double or Nothing and All Out, you can do like 4 or 5 hours. But we'll see we'll see what happens with that. right, move on. All right, then we get a video about Kip Sabian taking on Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, for the All-Atlantic Championship this Friday night on Battle of the Belts. So we got that. We move on. All right, then we get to our next match, kind of a Lucha Underground circa 2015 type match. We had Killshot, Swerve Strickland, taking on Dante Fox, otherwise known as AR Fox. We haven't seen them since, I think, one of the final episodes of Lucha Underground, I believe season 4, that hellacious guerrilla warfare match, which Killshot won after putting Dante Fox through glass tables. Oh my god. That was sick. I miss Lucha Underground. I think we all do miss Lucha Underground. The only reason I miss Lucha Underground is Melissa Santos. And Katrina. And our good friend. Ah, here he is. Get in here, my friend. Hi, amigo, my friend. Get in here, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back from the grave. Well, I don't know. Where have you been? Oh, that's right. You was at the bar. Mr. Dario Cueto, my friends. Dario, say hello to my friends. Dario Cueto, ring the bell! Say ring the bell! I don't have a bell, but ring it anyway! Okay. Ding, ding! How's your brother Matanza, by the way? I don't know. I think he's in Japan, they say. Oh. Yeah, Jeff Cobb. It is what it is. And that's that. Man, Lucha Underground was great back in the day, man. From like 2014 up to, I think it ended in 2015, 2016. 4 great seasons, great matches galore. Good shit back on that network used to be called El Rey Network, and that channel went bye-bye. Sadly, we didn't see season 5. That would have been great. You know, what was the Lucha Azteca? What was the final stuff they used to do? I think it was Ultima. I think it was Ultima Azteca. You know, the season finale stuff. There was Ultima Azteca Cuatro, Lucha, or something like that. Lucha Azteca 4 or something like that. That was some good shit. There's some good wrestlers on that show, you know. Swerve Strickland, Kill Switch, Dante Fox, John Morrison, or Johnny Mundo, Katrina, who managed Mil Mascaras. Brian Cage was there. Rey Mysterio was on that show for a little bit. Even Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. He was on it. The Black Lotus Tribe was on it, which is great. We all know who those are. Paul London. Killer Kross was on it, actually, on a couple episodes. As the White Rabbit. Who else? Marty the Marth Martinez, that creepy fuck. Who always try to get with Melissa Santos and, like, you know, get away from me, you ugly, creepy bastard. Yeah, Katrina, some good-looking women on that show, besides Melissa Santos, of course. Sexy Star before she got blacklisted from wrestling. Cobra Moon, Thunder Rosa was on that. Chelsea Green at one point. I'm trying to think now. Willie Mack. I'm trying to. Evilise. Aerostar and Helico. Some great, good wrestlers on that fucking show. It was great. Even Sammy Callahan was on that show. Good shit back in the day. Vampiro and Matt Stryker on commentary. Great commentary. Epic fucking commentary. But great shit, man. Great shit. Miss it, and we miss it. But it'll never come back. They were thinking about bringing it back. Dario did, I think, kind of bring it back. It was called, I think, what was it called? Lucha Underground. I think it was called Lucha Azteca or something like that. But I don't even know where Dario Cueto is right now. Besides the bar. Ese. Pero. So. But, you know, if they ever bring back Lucha Underground, most of the people probably won't be able to go because they're contracted to AEW or WWE. So. Chavo Guerrero was on it. A lot of good people. But we move on. Alright, so basically we have from like about 6, 7 years later, we have this rematch between Dante Fox and Killswitch, now known as Swerve Strickland and AR Fox. So Swerve comes out with Mogul affiliates, Parker Bordeaux, and that other guy, that tattooed freak, Gaten Garceau, whatever the fuck his name is. So, match was alright, not as great as their matches in Lucha Underground or even on the Indies. So AR Fox is sent to the apron, drops to the floor. Swerve flips through the ropes. Sweet! And then we get a Mogul Affiliates distraction by Parker and Gaten, whatever the hell his name is. Swerve takes him down on the floor as we go to break. Come back, Swerve grabs a suplex for a near fall. And then Dante fights out of the corner. Then a basement Gilmore Cutter! Bang! Sets up another Gilmore Cutter. That kind of wheelbarrow into the Gilmore Cutter. Nice there, Dante, but stop! AR Fox, but stop stealing my goddamn moves and variations of the move. Stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna have to sue some people. Anyway, that sets up a 450. Gets a near fall out of that. And then AR Fox gets caught on top. Pulled back down. And then Swerve hits the Swerve Stomp. 1, 2, off the top. 1, 2, 3. In a match that went a little over 9 minutes. Match was alright. Not great. But I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's all I got to say about that. And we will move on from there. Alright, then we go to that segment with Tony Baloney, not Tony, Renee Young sits down with Saraya Knight, Tony Storm, and Hikaru Shida. And, so Saraya's like, I won't announce my partner for next week. Then they talk about how great, Paige talks about how great AEW's women's division has been. Hasn't been that bad. Then she kind of she kind of turns to Tony Storm, and Hikaru's just like, what the fuck is this? And then Saraya Knight picks Tony Storm as her partner, and Hikaru's like, oh? What? I'm chopped liver here? So obviously they did that, she did that because, the whole thing that they couldn't announce it until, Sasha was done with the WWE. And now she's done. Now she's signed with AEW. I think that next week on the program, I would not be surprised if Shida attacks Tony Storm. And then we get Shida and Saraya Knight go at it. Or we see Tony Storm go into the ring and then she gets attacked by somebody. We don't know who it is. And then Paige is like, what the hell happened? And then maybe see Shida get knocked out. And Paige just goes to the ring by her damn self. And she has a 2-on-1 handicap match. And then maybe the lights go out again like they did at Wrestle Kingdom earlier this morning or last morning. And then we hear the music of Mercedes Moné. She comes out looking amazing as always like she did at Wrestle Kingdom with that beautiful hair. She comes to the ring and helps Saraya Knight in the match, and they get the win over Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Because a lot of people saying that Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné is going to be the one in 40 whatever or maybe 50 and 1 to beat Jade for the TBS Championship, probably at Revolution. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Could be a double or nothing. I'd rather do it a double or nothing. So I think that Jade's going to take on Red Velvet first, and then maybe get a couple of matches in. She'll probably go like 50, maybe 50, 51, 52 and 0. Then face Sasha. Sasha will beat her at Double or Nothing 5, become the TBS champion, and hold it for like a year. And then Saraya Knight will probably beat Jamie Hayter to win the AEW Women's Championship. And then I would love to see Paige and Sasha fight again. Maybe Paige will get kind of like a little bit of redemption after Sasha kind of knocked her out and ended her career back in 2016. But we'll see what happens with that. So kind of a, weird segment there. I don't blame Sheeta for getting like, what? Maybe she's all like, I thought you were picking Sasha. So she's pissed. And that's it. She even went on Twitter and was like flabbergasted, like, why did you pick me? So we get all that, and we move on. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we got the Ass Boys. Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys. Well, it's just the Ass Boys. They come out, Colton and Austin Gunn, and we have a funeral for FTR, or as we call it, FTRIP. So we hear about how FTR won a bunch of titles early on in 2022, and minus the AEW tag team belts. Then they lost all of them in the span of about a week. They lost the Ring of Honor tag team belts at Final Battle in December, and then a couple weeks later they lost the AAA tag team belts originally to Kalistico and Jalistico, but now I think they're vacant right now because Dragon Lee and Jalistico, they won them and then they had to vacate them because Dragon Lee's going to NXT. Don't know when he's debuting yet. So we got that. And then they lost the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team belts last night, this past morning, to Bushiman, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi. So got that. So they're on a big-time losing streak right now. Then they lost, in between, they lost to them in a really shady way. So the Guns say, we're better than them. And then we hear the music of FTR, and everybody's like, yeah, they're here. I'm like, no, they're not here. They couldn't have took a red eye from Japan and got to the arena in time. There's a time difference and a day difference, because right now it is Thursday in Japan. Well, it's probably Thursday night, almost close to Friday morning in Japan. So that wouldn't have worked. But anyway, so they kind of fake out the crowd with the entrance. Then the Guns promise FTR will never wrestle in AEW again. Foreshadowing? Possibly. So if the rumors of FTR going back to WWE are true, we'll see. That's that. They took a picture with Mercedes and Bayley. Don't give me a hug. And also Naomi at Wrestle Kingdom. So maybe Bayley whispered some stuff into Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler's ears. Said, come back to WWE. So Hunter's probably going to use one of his power stones and get FTR back. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll move on. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video on the Elite, baby! The Elite versus Death Triangle. Best of 7 series. The finals are this coming Wednesday night from LA, the hometown of the Bucks. This is match number 7, Stairway to Hell, for the Trios Championship. And as we all know, the Bucks will win the belts for the second time, and then maybe face the House of Black at Revolution, or they hold them all the way to Double or Nothing, then face the House of Black. But we shall see what happens with that. And we move on from there. Alright, then we get to our next match. Jade Cargill, that bitch show, the TBS champion, 46-0 right now. And her partner, Red Velvet from your mama's kitchen somewhere in America, along with Layla Gray of the Baddies. They take on Corey Jade and Kara Hogan. Not really a great match. starts out with Red Velvet and Sky Blue wrestling each other to the mat, where he doesn't go anywhere. Kiera Hogan comes in, takes Red Velvet down, which kind of pisses off Jade. Sky Blue comes back in, kicks away, sets up a DDT. On Red Velvet. We go to break, we come back, Red Velvet suplex her way out of trouble, and then gets the tag to Jade, who comes in, kicks away at Kiera Hogan. Hogan comes right back, and right back in trouble. Then Red Velvet comes back in, has to suplex her way to freedom. Then Jade has to come in and she's like, you can't do anything, see what I have to do? Pick up after you. Comes in for some kicks. She plants Kiera Hogan. Then she's going for the tag to Red Velvet, and Red Velvet just leaves and goes, bye. And then Kiera Hogan tries for a 1925 fruit roll-up, but Jade thankfully kicked out at 2. She gets back up, hits Kiera Hogan right in the face with a pump kick. 1, 2, 3. Jade Cargill and Red Velvet, whether you like it or not, they got the win. Jade goes to 47-0. And that's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Jade's like, what the fuck? And then Red Velvet was like, I think we won. I just feel like Red Velvet's gonna break away from her, join up with Kiera Hogan again, maybe have a match with Jade, but you all know Jade's gonna beat the fuck out of her. And eventually she'll probably lose to that woman named Mercedes Moné. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we get a rundown on what's going to happen on the various shows, including Jarrett and Jay Lethal taking on the Acclaimed for the tag belts and a no disqualification, no holds barred match. Then we hear from Double J and Jay Lethal, who are ready to basically get the belts back that they originally won, and said, this is a conspiracy! So we got all that. We got Battle of the Belts, like I said. After that, at 11 o'clock, both shows are live from Portland, Oregon. Should be good shit. And we'll move on from there. Also, we're going to hear on Rampage from some Italian guy. I couldn't get his name. Piero Luigi, I don't know what it is. So, got some interesting stuff on Rampage. So, we got all that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening for the TNT title. Samoa Joe taking on the hometown boy from Seattle, Washington. Darby Allin, how you doing? I can't take pain. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so the match, before the bell rings, Darby had a pretty damn epic entrance, which is really nice. Then the crowd went nuts when he came out. He dives on the Joe before the bell, and then he hits a skateboard shot to the back. Rocks Joe. Allin gets another shot to the back for a bonus. It kind of looks like an ollie off the stage on the Joe's back. Ouch. As we'll move on from there. Darby then climbs a big ladder and does a swanton bomb off the ladder on the Joe and comes up holding his knee. Stop being like Jeff Hardy. Stop it. And then they finally go in the ring. We finally get the official bell. And then Joe drops Darby hard on the steps. Ow! Whoops. Went past my notes. Sorry about that. Alright, get back. Then we go to break. Darby goes for a choke, only to have Joe drop back onto him. Then Joe kicks him in the chest for a near fall. Crushes Darby in the corner. Darby tries to drive Joe in the corner, but Joe rips off the turnbuckle pad, which comes into play at the end of this match. Joe locks in the Coquina clutch. Darby flips over into a cradle for a near fall. Then a flipping stunner, or the Stun Dog Millionaire, gets countered into another Coquina clutch. Darby sends Joe into the exposed turnbuckle face first. Ouch. Knocking Joe down. Then he hits back-to-back coffin drops from different turnbuckles. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. We have a new TNT champion for the second time in Darby Allin. So he gets the win. Crowd goes nuts. Match was all right. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then the confetti goes off. What we have? Wrestle Kingdom here? The confetti's going off? Like Okada just won the belt again? I hate Okada winning the belt. I really do. That was bad. Kenny winning the U.S. title was a shock. Well, it's not really a shock, but glad he won it. That's all I gotta say about that. And by the way, you can check out my review in the description box below. Check it out. Alright, so the confetti goes off, everybody's happy, and then the man called Sting, he comes out for a big time celebration as Darby poses with the belt to end the show. So, obviously, Darby was gonna win the belt back in his hometown. It just sucks that Wardlow got buried last week. I think Tony made the wrong decision. He should have gave Wardlow the belt last week, not Darby in his hometown. But I guess this is probably where Wardlow probably leaves AEW and goes to Hunter and Company. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Wardlow now. Because they just completely buried him last week. Completely buried him. Then they give the belt to Darby again. You think Darby's going to hold that belt for long? Probably not. I would assume that Samoa Joe's going to get a rematch. But if Darby retains, then who's next on the list? Here's a name. Miro. Why'd you bring Miro back and give him a title shot against Darby, let him beat the fuck out of Darby, and then hold the belt for a long time? That he's supposed to. They just fucked him up. Tony Khan did nothing with this guy. Miro should just go back to WWE, bring back Lana, and then win the United States title and hold it for like a year. Like he did when he first started. And then he lost to that idiot Cena. But it is what it is. That's why Tony Khan is kind of a 50-50 type booker. Doesn't really know how to book correctly. Because he has a massive fucking roster on for Dynamite and Rampage. You don't know who you're going to put on. You got to put your stars on, obviously. And then all the other people are just sitting catering doing nothing. We're like, oh, what do we do? Go on Dark and Elevation. You won't be seen on TV. Well, maybe you'll be on Rampage here and there. It is what it is. Then you got the people that work for Ring of Honor. We don't know when the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view is. Probably being April for Supercard of Honor, whatever number is up to. I think it's up to like 19 or 20 right now. Wherever that's going to be held. We should be in New York City. Just saying. But I know that there's going to be a Dynamite at the Nassau Mausoleum, so I don't think they would do a pay-per-view, like a Ring of Honor pay-per-view at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Or even at they'll not get MSG. I don't think they'll be. I mean, Tony Khan will think of an idea. It's like, hey, let's do Supercard of Honor at Arthur Ashe Stadium in April. First of all, might be too cold. Second of all, I think it's in the domes part of Arthur Ashe Stadium, so it can close the dome so they don't get rained on. They could do that. I mean, but I wouldn't be surprised that they do that. But if they want to do a pay-per-view for Ring of Honor, you do it in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Not at Terminal 5. That place sucks. You want to have a pay-per-view, you do it at the Hammerstein, which holds like 2,500 people. And that'll sell out real quick. As soon as the tickets go on sale, they'll be gone. In like the first 10 minutes, they'll be gone. You know, if I want to get a good seat, I'll have to probably sit in the balcony, one of the balconies. As long as, I'll go. I have to sit in the balcony, I'll do it. And if there's a meet and greet, I'm there. I'm there. Depending on who's going to do the meet and greet. If there is a meet and greet, you never know. Might have to go on either Ring of Honor's website and find out. See how much the prices are. If they go back to old school prices, like $20 a wrestler. When the tag team is $30, or when they went up years later, it was like $40 for a tag team, 30 for a wrestler. If you did the whole thing, it's like $200. Back then, I used to do the whole set for like $100. It was great, even with tag teams in there. But a lot of good people there. Steen, Kelly Klein, my sweetheart. Met Maria Kanellis twice. You know, she slipped me on the picture once. Matt Taven. Dalton Castle, Steen, obviously. Who do you think I got the shirt from? Not that show. I met Steen, but you know, I met Shinsuke, Okada, Naito at the Field of Honor shows and War of the Worlds, Global Wars, stuff like that. Met Adam Cole, baby, a bunch of times. Briscoes, Cody, Leo Rush, Jay White, Will Ospreay, Ocean Spray, Marty Scurll twice, the Bucks a bunch of times, Adam Page. Good stuff back in the day. That was good shit. So if they ever come to the Hammer scene for a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, they better do a meet and greet. I mean, I'll meet Claudio. I already met Claudio too when he was with Chris Hero in the Kings of Wrestling with Sarah Del Rey. That was a good meet. That was a good meet and greet. Chris Hero's a good guy before he became fat, but not that fat anymore though. So we got that. But I'd like to meet Claudio. Definitely like to meet Daniel Garcia, not Wheeler Yuta. No. I don't think anybody would be online for Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that has nobody at a meet and greet. Well, he gets one person, and the only person is his mom. Oh, I gotta tell Issa that. That's gonna be great. But I digress. Anyway, so we got all that. So we move on from there. All right, so Darby wins the belt. Everybody's all happy. And if you're Samoa Joe, you're pissed. So we got all that. So I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars to end Dynamite on a pretty damn good note. And the first Dynamite of the year, pretty damn solid. I gave it a solid 6.5 out of 10. I was going to give it a 7, but I'm going to scale back a little bit because there was some parts that I didn't like. But still, pretty solid 6.5 out of 10. Not that bad. And that's all I got to say about that. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. And if you have any questions regarding the show or anything about wrestling, you put it in the comment section down below. Maybe, just maybe, one day we'll do a Q&A. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to edit this up a little bit, then go to bed. And then that'll be it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great Thursday. The first weekend of 2024 is almost upon us. 2023, I should say. Getting ahead of myself. So, enjoy the next couple of days. Be safe. Stay dry wherever you may be. Stay warm wherever you may be. And that's all it is to it. So, have a great rest of your Wednesday night. And an even better Thursday. I'll probably be off tomorrow unless something big happens in the world of professional wrestling. I got nothing else to do tomorrow. So I probably won't be on tomorrow. But I will be, like I said, I'll probably be in Bio's chat tomorrow for his stream. Also, the Rant and Rave podcast tomorrow at 8 p.m. on the Brandon Martin channel. So check that out. Just search his name and you'll probably find it. And that's pretty much it. If you know Bio, then go to his channel. If not, it's Swagger XO, I think it is. XO1. I forget what it is. But, yeah. So that should be fun tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. And then get ready for the weekend. Get ready for Week 18 in the NFL. got some good hockey coming up this week. I know the Rangers won the other night. Very nice. They play on Saturday against the Devils in New Jersey, so hopefully they win. So racking up those points before the All-Star break. We got all that. College football, I think, ended already. I think it ended. I'm not sure if it did or not. They got their, title game coming up. And just about 6 weeks away from pitchers and catchers around after Valentine's Day, around the 15th, between the 15th and the 18th is when pitchers and catchers report down to Florida or Arizona. That's going to be good. We got the World Baseball Classic this year. So most of the Mets and the Yankees, some of the players will be playing in March for the World Baseball Classic. So they'll still get, be able to get some work in, but you won't see them be playing on on Channel 11 or SNY, for the Mets, and on Yes or whatever channel the Yankees will play on. But, you'll see them probably early on in the preseason, and then they're going to go play in the World Baseball Classic, and then they'll be right back on their rosters. And then at the end of March, I believe it's March the 7th or 28th is when the 2023 season begins. I think the Mets are at home. I have to look up the schedule. I have to get the book at the end of this month, actually. The official statistic book, like I usually have with my my football book, the yearbook. So I'm going to be getting that at the end of the month. I got to put my order in at the end of the month. So I just order it, pay about $13 to $15. That's with shipping. And I'll have it in about a couple of days, so about a week. And then probably by the end of, probably the week before the season starts, I'll do my annual baseball review for 2023 with the statistics, the updated statistics maybe. We'll see what happens between now and middle of March. Got all that. Run down the Mets schedule, the Yankee schedule. We'll do all that. Talk about the teams and not the stands. Talk about the teams and in the divisions and stuff. Kind of give you maybe a preliminary playoff scenario, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm not going to do a World Series prediction till maybe at the All-Star break. That's in July. And we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's coming around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. So we got WrestleMania around the corner. We got baseball around the corner. The end of basketball. The end of hockey in May and early June. So that's why Dynamite and Rampage will be preempted probably between April and June. So just got to stay tuned for that. And then we got the Boys of Summer. We got baseball from March all the way up to September, and then October when the playoffs start. So Dynamite will be preempted a few weeks. Same thing with Rampage. When hockey begins in October, early November. And of course, well, I don't know about basketball that'll be preempted for Rampage. We got all that. Football season will begin again in 2023 in September. So I'll have that yearbook coming your way probably in early August. So then I'll do that. Then we talk about the 2023 season and maybe, just maybe, God willing, the 2023 Super Bowl champions 49ers! Please, for my brother from another mother over there, that guy over there. Do it for the man. To make me really happy. And that's pretty much it. And we'll see what happens with that. All right, everybody, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for pretty good Dynamite tonight. And we'll see what happens this Friday night on a big night of action. SmackDown live from Memphis. And then we got back-to-back live episodes of Rampage and Battle of the Belts from Portland, Oregon to end your week of wrestling for the first week of 2023. So that's all I got to say about that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I will be back probably on, well, we'll see what happens with if anything, any newsworthy things come out tomorrow and early Friday. I will be here on one of my channels to do that. As far as, like I said, SmackDown, Rampage, and Battle of the Belts, I will do that review sometime Saturday afternoon with a big, humongous review, live review on the Killer Demons channel. So subscribe to the channel down below and all my other channels as well. That's it. All right, thanks for watching. I will shut up now, and that's it. Peter Gomez signing off. And if you're not, well, peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocks out. Or whatever you have out. Ladies, you shake those titties and throw some ass. And guys, well, you just, well, some of you guys rock out with your cock out, but all you other guys stick that cock back in your mouth. And that's all I gotta say about that. But rock on and rock hard with your cocks out, or your ladies with your tatas out. And if you're not down with all that, I'm sorry, but you can't stop the greatest force in the world, the Prophecy and the Armada, which are better than you, and you fucking know it. And 2023 is going to be a great year for the Armada and the Prophecy. Going to get stronger, better than ever, whether you like it or not. Because if you're not down with all that, I got 3 motherfucking words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Peter Gomez signing off. Until next time. Peace.